And my name is Yula, and today we were gonna read the one and only Ivan story starting at the one and only Ivan chapter. We should start reading from this chapter and then reading a Vine chapter for today. Now already for read this one but with a lot of stories. Now here we go. And first you should read the one and only Ivan story starting at the one and only Ivan chapter. When all the humans have left, I send Bob to check on Ruby. How is she? I ask when he returns. She was shivering, Bob says. I tried to cover her with hay. I told her not to worry because you are going to save her. I glare at him. You told her that? You promised Stella, Bob lowers his head. I want to make a kid feel better. I shouldn't have made that promise, Bob. I point to Stella's domain and for a moment it seems like I've forgotten how to breathe. I want to make Stella happy, I guess, but I can't save Ruby. I can't even save myself. I flop into my back. The semen always cold, but tonight it was hurts. Bob leaps into my belly. You're one only Ivan, he says, Muddy Silverback. He licks my chin, and he's not even checking for leftovers. Say it, Bob commands. I look away. Say it, Ivan. I don't answer. So Bob licks my nose until I can't stand any longer. I'm the one and only Ivan, I muttered. And don't you ever forget it, he says. the way on Stella did, not really, I admit. The stories with Stella Sepekli. Tell me a story about where you were little. Ruby, please. She put a trap between her bars. Please, Ivan. I scratched the back of my head. I don't remember things, Ruby, I admit. It's true, Bob says, trying to be helpful. Ivan had a terrible memory. He is opposite of an elephant. Ruby gets out a long, shivery breath. Oh well, that's okay, Ivan and Bob. I listen to Ruby's soft sobs for a long, horrible minutes. Then I hear myself saying, once upon a time there was a girl named Ivan. And then slowly, deliberately, I try to remember. The next chapter, the ground. He was born in the place humans call Central Africa and the dense rainforest. So beautiful, no crayons could ever do justice. Gorillas don't name their newborns right away, the way humans do. We got to know our babies first. We wait to hints of what might yet be. Then they saw how much she loved to chase me around the forest. My parents decided on my twin sister's name, Tag. Oh, how I loved to play tag with my sister. She was nimble, but when I got too close, she would leap onto my unsuspecting father, and I would join her, and we would bounce on a tolerant belly until he gave us the ground, the rooting pink sound that means F. The game never got old. Without my father's help, this grade. Now next chapter, Mud. It didn't take long for my parents to find my name. All day long, every day inside my pictures. I draw on rocks and bark on my poor mother's back. I use sap from leaves. I use a juice from fruit. But mostly I use mud. That's what they call me, Mud. To a human, mud might be not sound like much, but to me, it was everything. Now, protector. My family, which humans call a trip, just like any other gorilla family. There are 10 of us. My father, the silverback, my mother, and 3 other females. The juvenile male called the blackback, and 2 other young gorillas. Taking out all the babies of the group. We scrap now then as families, I will. But my father knew that how to keep us in the line with a simple skull. And for the most most part, we were happy to do what we were meant to do, to feed, forage, and nap and play. My father was a master and lead us to the ripplest fruit for our morning feast, to the finest branches of our night nest. It was everything a silverback is meant to be, a guide, a teacher, a protector, and nobody could chest a beat like my father. A perfect life. Gorillas, babies, and elephant babies, and humans. Human babies are not so different, except the gorilla gets to spend the day riding on my mother's back like a cowboy and horse. It's pretty great system from the baby point of view. Slowly, carefully, a young gorilla begins to venture farther and farther away from the safety of his mother's arms. He learns the skills he will need as an adult. How to make that nest of branches, weave them tightly or they will fall apart in the middle of the night. How to lead your chest, cup your palms and pluck like the sound. How to vine from the tree, don't let go. How to be so kind, be strong, be loyal. Growing up, gorillas just like any other kind of growing up. You make mistakes. You play, you learn, you'll do it again. You'll do it all over again. It was for a while a perfect life. The end chapter. One day, a still day, when the hot air healed, the humans came. Next chapter, Vine. After they captured my sister and me, they put us in the cramped, dark crate that smelled unripe and fear. Somehow I knew that in order to live, I had to let my old life die. But my sister could not let go of our home. I held her like a vine, scratching across the miles, comforting strangely. We were still in our crate when she looked at me without seeing, and I knew that the vine had finally snapped. Now, now is the next chapter, so we should start reading from the verse. We should start reading from 105th, 160 page or something for tomorrow again. So, or maybe we should get a new book because we should maybe read too much of it today. So now, please subscribe my YouTube. And today's story was about that the main character Ivan is thinking about their own memories and remembering it. So before Ruby comes, he didn't think about it. He didn't want to think about it, his memories, because it was really sad memories. And after Ruby came, Ivan began to remember his memories because of Ruby. So today was a story about that Ivan had remembered about his own jungle Africa memory. So he thought about his twin sister Tag and his parents and families, and in Africa jungle rainforest. So now we should see this story for tomorrow again, and please subscribe my YouTube, and bye bye everyone.